Hey guys, Lily here. A while ago, I asked you guys on Instagram if you guys would be interested in seeing vlogs about my move to New Zealand, and probably even through vet school. So I guess this would be the first of the vlogs. It'll probably be pretty short. I've never made them before. So bear with me while I figure all of this out. Right now I'm actually still in Southern California, and I am packing. Yeah. Um, yeah, slowly but surely getting everything together. Got my plane ticket bought. I'll be leaving July 1st from Southern California. I don't get to New Zealand, to the city that I'll be in, Palmerston North, until I think like July 3rd, which is a Tuesday, in the afternoon. So it's gonna be, with a time difference and the about 21 to 22 hours of travel time, it's gonna be an interesting trip. But looking forward to it. Although I am a little nervous about starting school back up again, meeting new people, settling in, and stuff like that. So I would appreciate a lot of prayers and a lot of encouragement, I guess. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that I am going to try to keep you guys updated. And I think vlogging might be one of the easiest ways for me, so that I don't have to, type everything out multiple times and forget to update some people and things like that. But yeah, I think that's it. I think maybe a few people would also be interested in the, I guess, the process of applying to vet school in general, but also maybe to New Zealand. So I think I've got a few tips for you guys. If you are interested in vet school, make sure that you get volunteer hours and shadowing hours, or maybe even internship hours if you can, because you will definitely need at least one letter of recommendation from a licensed veterinarian. And when you are ready to apply, there's a website called VMCAS, VMCAS, and that's where actually all of the schools that have vet schools are listed on there, most of them. At least I know the ones that are accredited in the States, they will be listed on there. So most of them are obviously American schools, but there's also, I think, 3 or 4 Australian vet schools, and then one in New Zealand, one in the UK, I believe, and some in the Caribbean. So basically what you do is you just choose the schools that you would like to apply to, and then they'll show up in your queue. And when they show up in your queue, there's going to be supplemental applications that, pertain to each school. I think with applying internationally, what you have to keep in mind is that most of you will need to apply for visas, student visas, to go into these countries as a student. And so I would say definitely start the visa process early, just in case, you need certain documents that you can't get very quickly, or you need to do, health checkups and things like that that may take a while. So definitely start the visa process early, and also really try to communicate clearly and efficiently with both your school, especially the international student offices and service, and also immigration, whichever country that you're applying to. So with New Zealand, it was really easy because we could do online student visa applications. Basically, you just upload everything as PDFs, and there's questions and things like that to fill out online. Afterwards, you send it in, you pay the visa fee, and they actually contact you via email and things like that. So it's actually quite easy, but you really need to have all of your documents ready. Because after I turned mine in, I actually had to upload quite a few more like supplemental documents that they asked for. So keep that in mind and give yourself enough time so that you get everything set and you don't run into a time shortage type situation. I think another tip that I would throw out there is, I think it's a life motto really, is to not settle. And I think when I was applying for this cycle, I actually only applied to 3 schools, 2 in the States and 1 in New Zealand. And I ended up getting into the one in New Zealand. And I just have to say, I think even for Americans, which I'm not, but so I'm an international student here in the States, in New Zealand, anywhere but Taiwan. But I would say, like, explore your options. America does have a lot of really good vet schools, that's for sure. But sometimes it might be really nice to explore, parts of the world that's not America. For me, I did kind of want to stay in the States because it was easier. I wouldn't have to move so far. I wouldn't have to, get visas, go through, cultural differences and things like that. But I think in this day and age, as young people, I guess people in our 20s, 30s, it's important that we go out and see more of the world. I've been to New Zealand before, but not as a student, and so I think this is gonna be, it's gonna be an adventure as well, but a completely different kind of adventure than, the last time that I went to visit. And so yeah, even if you're, American, a lot of times your home state will not have a vet school, and you'll be an out-of-state student in the other states anyway, so why not look into some out-of-country vet schools that are accredited in the States? Sometimes that's even cheaper than being out of state in some other in some other states. And and I think exploring and sort of broadening our horizons, and seeing more of the world, and getting a broader worldview is also really important in this day and age, since it is such a global village, type situation now. And I mean, just think of all the different experiences and adventures that you'll be able to have if you travel a little more, go out and explore a little more. So yeah, I think that's my tip, just to not settle for anything. Continue to work hard, look for all options, don't limit yourself.